Alright, this is part 2 of the easiest way to tie braided line to whatever you want to do. And if you want to tie a leader, onto your braided line, how do you connect the two? I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you a real easy way. People say that fish can see the braided line, so then you put your monofilament or your fluorocarbon or whatever you want on there, and you put it 3 to 4 feet, whatever you want, to your braid, and then it's perfect. But it's not easy to tie it, so I'm going to show you how to do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some a little bit larger paracord, so that you can see how to do it. So imagine this yellow line is your braided line coming off of your reel. Okay, so it's coming off your reel, and then this is your leader line that you're going to try and tie together too. So what you want to do, and it gets a lot easier, as the more you do it, the easier it is. But what you basically want to do is kind of overlap the two, and make it exaggerated as you're starting. So I've got about 6 to 12. I got about 6 inches, maybe 10 inches on either side, so it's overlapping. And I'm going to kind of just pinch it in the middle, and then you're going to take one side. So this is going to be your monofilament. And what you're going to want to do, so I've got the two kind of going head to head, overlapped them. And again, you can make it nice and long so it's easy. And I'm going to take this line, and I'm going to make a loop. All I'm going to do, pick it up, and I'll make a loop. And I'm going to pinch it with these fingers that I'm holding. Then I'm going to take that, and I'm going to wrap it back around itself inside of the loop. And I do it about 5 or 6 times. Now, it's a whole lot easier to cinch this down with fishing line versus paracable. But what you want to do is you want to hold this in, and then you want to pull that and spin on it, make it wet, and that'll cinch down. You can keep pulling, and that'll cinch down nice and tight. Now you want to do the exact same thing on the other side. So this is going to be your braided line going over your monofilament. So you're just going to make a loop. Okay, make a loop. Then you're just going to go over and over the loop that you made. So it goes over and over and over the loop that you made. And again, you want to do that about 5 or 6 times. I usually do my braided line about 7 or 8 times, and I do the monofilament or the fluorocarbon. And then the same thing, you want to hold this side and you want to pull it tight, make it wet, and it'll pull tight. So now that you got your two ends tied together, you're going to grab either side of your line and pull, and it'll cinch itself down. Alright, and then pull it nice and tight, and it should cinch itself down. If it breaks, retie it. Then you want to just cut these two tag ends off as close as you can, and you're done. It's super simple. So now I'll show you as best I can with, this is some monofilament or fluorocarbon leader. This is my braided line coming off of my reel. So I overlap the two of them, and again, exaggerate your overlap while you're learning, because it gets a lot easier. Alright, then pinch it in the middle. Start with your fluorocarbon or your monofilament and make that loop like that, and then take that tag end and wrap it around the loop, inside of the loop, 5, 6 times. Oops. I got a little squirrely, so just pull it back out and redo it. Wrap it. Wrap it. Wrap it. 5, 6 times. Okay, so you get like that. Wet it. Then take the tag end of your monofilament and pull it tight while you're holding the other side. Come over to your braided line, make a loop, wrap it. Sometimes you gotta get the line just right. Oops, came loose, so I'm gonna redo the whole thing. Make your loop. Wrap it. Doggone it. Came loose again. Alright, make your loop. Here we go. Wrap it. Wrap it. Wrap it. Wrap it. Wrap it. Pull that tag in. Wet it. Pull it tight. I'm going to take both sides, pull them together. And there you go. You got braided line tied to your leader. Snip those two tag-in lines and you're good to go.